tradition is defined
A beautiful day in Louisville for the 63rd running.
as the passing of customs from generation to generation. It's sparked by passion, a fire that burns brightest on the biggest stage. On the first Saturday in May, in the foothills of northern Kentucky, a magic is found. To some, it's a way of life, chasing the pinnacle of their profession. To others, a pilgrimage to the cathedral of thoroughbred racing. To all, it's an experience of a lifetime calling. It's a history built by many, with names like War Admiral, Citation, Affirm, and American Pharaoh. It's a tradition where the jockeys wear silks, the women wear hats. Everyone sings one song for their old Kentucky home, and long shots beat the odds. Now we're here under the Twin Spires. Who will forge their legacy? The history, the tradition, the 144th running of the Kentucky Derby.
Kentucky Oaks, as old as the Kentucky Derby. The Kentucky Oaks, which was modeled after Britain's Epsom Oaks, debuted on May 19, 1875, when Churchill Downs was then known as the Louisville Jockey Club. The Kentucky Oaks is a Grade 1 stakes race for 3-year-old thoroughbred fillies, young female horses. In 2012, history was made when Rosie Napravnik became the first female jockey to win the Kentucky Oaks, when she crossed the finish line with her filly Believe You Can to take home the top prize. The winner of the race receives a large garland of pink-hued stargazer lilies. So naturally, a day at the Oaks, a day about lilies and fillies, takes a turn for the pink. From decor to drinks and the many events throughout the day, Churchill Downs adds to the Oaks' legacy by supporting the cause and raising awareness of breast cancer treatment and research.
I need a big weekend. Kick up the dust. Yeah, big weekend. If you don't run, you rust. Well, I may shake your hand, but I won't know your name. The joke in your language don't come out the same. There's times when I'm down and there's nothing to blame. I need a big weekend. family does. Yeah, big weekend. If you don't run, you rust.
What, the race, the 8th race? So you bet on horse 1, 3, or 5, and as long as 2 out of 3 of them come in first and second place, then you win. And I think it was $12. Is that what you bet? Yeah. And whatever the odds, and times whatever the odds.
I thought they were bleeding. 1, 3, 5. Right.
That's what happened. Now, if you picked my birthday, 4, we would have won.
Oh, right. Right. Yay! Yeah.
What do you bet?
Finally!
Held that for.
The horses are approaching the starting gate. There's less than a minute. Waiting for Kelly's Humor, Rhea, Eskimo Kisses, and Monomoy Girl. And now the last filly to load for the 144th Kentucky Oaks is Monomoy Girl. They're in the gate. And they're off in the Kentucky Oaks. Midnight Bisou squeezed just a bit at the start. Monomoy Girl tries to come in from the far outside. Take Paula's flashing speed. Take charge, Paula, up to take over. Bias the first time. Classy Act is right there. And Sassy Sienna toward the inside takes over second. Monomoy Girl will be 3 wide into the clubhouse turn, racing in third. Classy Act is back into fourth. Farther back, Eskimo Kisses is following the inside route. Classy Act and Midnight Bisou. My Miss Lily forced to go 5 or 6 wide as they go by the quarter pole. Monomoy Girl turns for home in front. Wonder Godot to the attack on the outside. Midnight Bisou is flying down the center of the track, is now third with 3 lengths to make up and 1 furlong to go. Wonder Godot on the outside. Monomoy Girl fights on toward the rail in a real struggle past the 16th. Wonder Godot, Monomoy Girl, Wonder Godot, Monomoy Girl digs down deep, and she was dazzling in the Oaks. Half length on the wire. Wonder Godot was second. Farther back, Midnight Bisou or Eskimo Kisses.
Disappointing early in the prep season, Vino Rosso took his game to a new level in the Wood Memorial last time out, and the pedigree suggests he should love a 1.25 mile distance. Last year's Kentucky Derby winning jock, John Velasquez, chose him over Audible and Noble Indy, and like a fine red wine, Vino Rosso appears to be getting better with time. has the reputation for being lazy in the mornings, but Audible sure brings it in the afternoon, attacking the ground with reckless abandon. 5 of the last 12 Florida Derby winners have gone on to win the Kentucky Derby as well, including Always Dreaming last year. And perhaps Audible's Run for the Roses will also have a storybook ending. The favorite has won the Kentucky Derby 5 straight years, and the likely public choice this year is the undefeated Justify. The last horse who didn't race at age 2 to win the Kentucky Derby was Apollo way back in 1882. Trained by 4-time Kentucky Derby winning trainer Bob Baffert, Justify will be ridden by Hall of Famer Mike Smith, who shocked the world by winning the 2005 Kentucky Derby with 50-1 shot Giacomo. Perhaps Justify will prove himself worthy of the Roses.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. And promises fulfilled. Great start. Flawless as well for Justify coming out of the gate. Both Doros flashing speed on the outside, and so is Noble Indy. And Good Magic is not far behind either. Beneath the iconic Twin Spires for the first time. Promises fulfilled out to set the pace. Justify is right there racing in second. Good Magic in behind while third. Both Doros racing in fourth. Flame Away on the inside in fifth. Firenze Fire moves up to be sixth. Noble Indy is seventh. Mendelssohn is off the pace today, racing in eighth. Free Drop Billy down inside ninth. Audible pushed along in 10th. Bravazzo is 11th. Enticed is running along in 12th. Combatant is wide on the first turn in 13th. Magnum Moon is 14th. Lone Sailor is 15th. Hofberg is at the back of the pack, racing in 16th by 3. Then we come back to Instilled Regard and Vino Rosso. 5 or 6 more back to My Boy Jack. Solimini is the last of them all. A brutal half mile in the slop in 45 and 3/5 seconds. And just like that, Justify seizes the lead with a half mile to go in the Kentucky Derby. Promises fulfilled, trying to keep up second and inside. Flame Away's not far behind, racing third. Bolt Doros 3 wound on the far turn in fourth. Firenze fired on inside fifth. Champion Good Magic moves up one spot while wide on the far turn. Farther back, Bravazzo starting to muster up a rally. Going past Noble Indy. Audible starting to pick it up with 3 furlongs to go. Instead, Regard finding his best stride as well. So is Vino Rosso on the far outside as they race for the top of the stretch with Justify the one to catch. Here comes Good Magic on the outside for the final quarter mile. Justify turns for home in front. Good Magic in a full out drive with 3/16 to go. But Justify and Mike Smith are digging down on a 2-length lead. Good Magic is wandering about the track from far behind. Audible rallies to be third. They're coming to the final 16th, and it's Justify and Good Magic and Audible. Justify in a 2-length lead. Final try from Good Magic. All rise for Justify. The Kentucky Derby was never in doubt. Wins by 2.5. It's tight for second between Good Magic and Audible. Instilled regardless fourth.
What a
It's like
crazy.
being at a Gator Tennessee game.
I know, it's crazy, it's dirty, it's wet, it's. And we kind of won, so that's cool. Cheers. Karen!
Oh my God. Love you.
How you doing, man? How are you? Hey, Kurt. Here we go.
Oh my God. Good spot. Was there anybody else there?
I don't know, I just was like, I saw some cameras and I just figured let's angle.
Don't see it still.
Where the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. It's summer, the people are gay. The corn tops ripe and the fields are all in bloom, and the birds make music all the day.
Today, we share the best of Kentucky. It's our Woodford Way.
This is in order of what you like from
Yeah.
which to which.
From best to worst.
All right, go ahead.
Told you. I knew it wouldn't be.
King Poon. Now, what is that?
That's the one you picked.
But what does it say? It says.
My
Oh,
favorite.
Woodford.
I said I have
But-
a feeling it's not gonna be
But
what I like.
looking like this, I thought it said King Poon. But it's not.
Boom!
It's
You
Woodford.
can't make